Hi, I'm dedicating this video to a sweet lady who wants to apply in a call center company. And to all my K-Gurutans, I hope that this will somehow help. So, how good should your English be to get in the BPO like call centers? Anya hanungan level ti amo tayo nga English tapno makapasok ti call center. Very simple lang. Hantay ka sa pulan nga nalailaing tapno maka-apply. Tabakahanda tayo nga awatan sa customers tayo nga foreigners ya. We only need to know the basics like 1. The subject and verb agreement. Tanu subject at singular, dapat singular med ti verb mo. And below is the example. Number 1. Maria walks her dog every day. When I was learning subject and verb agreement, I always get confused. Tanu at the S na para kanya kat plural. So, singular mo ti Maria, dapat kat singular mo ti walk kasi awan ti S na. So, hangayam. Ti walks nga the S na, the verb is ti singular. So, the right answer is Maria walks her dog every day. Number 2. The good students try hard in class. The subject tayo kat the good students, which is plural. So plural mo tayo verb, which is to try. Number 3, he always bakes a cake for my birthday. Because he is singular, we have to use bakes, which is the singular verb too. Number 2 is tenses of the verbs, like the present, past, and the future tense. Tan narigat maawatan iman no nalipatan tayo sa rin say correct tenses of the verb. Examples below. The reason why we have to understand and know the different tenses of the verbs is so we can be able to show the status of the actions. No nalpasin bang inaramid ta, or aramidin ta, or no inaramid tan. Hay na, nagrikat. Okay lang man gamin. Basta matarusam tiket kung ipaka. But according to William Bradshaw, correct grammar helps you communicate clearly and get what you want. Grammar is the groundwork of clear communication. The better the grammar, the clearer the message. The more likelihood of understanding the message, intent, and meaning. Because even a small grammatical or spelling error has the power to disrupt the flow of your writing and cause your reader to disengage with the content. A similar situation occurs when you are speaking, of course. Ay na, may sapay amo yun. Oray no hanga English the first language to you. Some people will still make judgments about who we are as a person if we speak or write with poor grammar. Especially so that when we are applying in a call center, the customers mo dyan kat foreigner ya. Like adati tumawag song batam, adati damaginda song batam. So it's very important that your English is clear and you use the correct grammar. Ngayon, kinapudno na ka di. Hamot lang among dagi sa Amerikano ti correct grammar ka di ya. Number 3 is prepositions. Naglaka lang mo dahito yung ngam no apay tamamisan nga zay kalakaan kat iso pa iti pagkamalian tayo kat masukatan na zay kaya tayo kumanga ibaga no wrong the prepositions to you. Examples. There are many kinds of prepositions. At, in, on are examples of prepositions of place. This is what I always review because once I use the wrong preposition, the meaning changes. Example, on is used when referring to something with a surface. Example, the sculpture hangs on the wall. The images are on the page. The specials are on the menu, which is on the table. In, on the other hand, is used when referring to something that is inside or within confined boundaries. This could be anything, even a country. So, Jim is in France, visiting his aunt in the hospital. The whiskey is in the jar, in the fridge. The girls play in the garden. And at is used when referring to something at a specific point. Kano. So, the boys are at the entrance at the movie theater. Or, they will meet each other at Lakandula Street. And finally, the intonation. So, intonation is about how we say things rather than what we say. The way the voice rises and falls when speaking. In other words, the music of language. Kasi naman minsan, nagsaw-saw-iso na, tapos nalpasin na nagsuha mga naawatan. Why? Because it was very monotone. So, intonation therefore indicates the mood of the speaker. Nung na-surprise, sabali si intonation. If it's anger, nagungod, sabali si intonation na. Very interested, sabali intonation na. This is actually very easy because we are always using intonation when we speak using our language, our vernacular, Kinkana, Ilokano, or Tagalog. Example, when you say, I'm going for a walk in the park, and not on magmagnay sa park. Or, if it's a command, write your name here. Isulat mo na gamit ito eh. If it's a WH question, when you ask, when does the shop open? Kano nga gukat tayo to shop? Same, right? Or when you ask questions, tags that are statement requesting confirmation rather than questions. Like, he thinks he's so clever, doesn't he? Pag nag-na nakat nalaylang isuna, winin niya? Or exclamation, uy, nagpintas kaya? And so on and so on. So you see, we know this English rules, we learn them, but because we don't usually use it, we forget. So once we reviewed, we will be more confident to apply and pass any interview. Or anything. Nunyaman nga conversation, sige, sabak lata. And no, nakita nyo dito yung content, dito yung nalumo ng YouTube channel ko. Go ahead and subscribe, support, like and share. Iyaman, salamat adi.